Well, well, well. Welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right. You've found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, Pete. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait. There is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
Players, since long before your sun burned bright in space, hot in space, and before your race was born, I have awaited some players, well, at least 3 of them anyway. Welcome, Architects of Fate, to Season 3 of Bajor Rising. This is Episode 2 of our hopefully Star Trek episode called Hunger in the Hull. And with me this week, hopefully, Destiny isn't available right now. Zara is she's traveling, and what I'm going to do is, I guess it goes to Jim. Want to talk a little bit about yourself, Jim? While I see what I can do here.
Sure. My name is Jim, and I am playing as Lemuel Igby, the Starfleet engineer who just found heaping helping at dead bodies in the shuttle bay of the Indianapolis.
Federation Starship Enterprise.
Okay. So who's got Captain? Who's calling Captain Picard for help? Because this is a thing an Enterprise should do.
That's actually my text tone for my youngest daughter. She wondered if I wanted a drink. She's going to go pick up some dinner and thought she would bring me a drink. So.
She can bring you a drink. Yes.
And
did you tell her make it so?
I did not. I just said okay because she knows I'm streaming. So I was kind of frustrated that
lean into this shit,
text
man.
sound.
Missed opportunity.
All right. Yes.
I'm muting the text right.
Yes.
Now.
For someone who does not fail to miss an opportunity, we have Darth Sarcastic.
Well, no, I've missed a few opportunities. Well, I made them go away. That's something else. Too many red flags. Never
Yeah,
mind.
I was thinking
collapse
maybe
the
like
timeline.
a little Charlie X action. Yeah.
If only I could just do that. Anyways,
They just went away. Yes.
under the cornfield, that's where I send them. So this is Steve.
Anyway,
I'm playing Lieutenant Nels Tallis, Chief Security Officer, and when Lemuel found the dead bodies, I think one of my first reactions was to do the goat scream and make the medical officer do the scanny, which What is she going to tell me? They're dead? Yeah, okay. Well, we figured that one.
Yeah, she does want to get them back to the ship before that happened. And because of the I think someone coined the phrase conservation of blue shirt energy. MSU Super Cam is that and cleanup. Tell us a little bit about everything.
Hey everybody, I'm Cam. I'm playing Lieutenant Melkor Gorthar. He's an Afrosian who's for the first time kind of getting in on real action. He was always stationed right near Sector 001 due to family connections. And last week he walked around a little bit like an automaton because I wasn't here. So, but in conservation of blue shirt energy, I am here and Lieutenant Azara is not. So I will be this week's blue shirt. And I did watch last time's episode, so I do know what's going on. So I won't appear too terribly confused for everyone.
Okay, fantastic. I'm still digging up my video conferencing link because I'm not a necessarily idiot, but yeah, it's room Bajor Rising.
It's been a long week.
It has been it's been a long road.
I hear you.
Yeah, now I'm just grabbing my all right, so you guys all had some hopes and dreams. Now we left, you guys were supposed to just be looking at ships to possibly recommission for evacuation and assistance to Bajoran refugees. And wouldn't you know it, you walked into a bunch of dead bodies on a Miranda class, like you do, right? And,
sir, it was Khan.
No, don't do this to me.
He put creatures in our. Oh wait, it's lots of earwax. Hold on.
In his bodies, yeah. That's a reason not to clear your ears out, to be honest. Just saying.
Read The Rise and Fall of Khan Noonien Singh. The last book is their stay on SETI Alpha 5. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Boy, you wish you had Q-tips. Or, well, Q-tips without the Q-tip part, which is just a toothpick. Get out of there!
Oh, ouch.
You know.
I was
All right,
going to
and
put
then-
that on the list, but maybe not now.
Oh, on the list for what?
The reading list.
Oh, the Rise and Fall? Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't they put Gary 7 in that? You can tell I'm bullshitting because I'm trying to get my stupid feedback. Because yeah, I should actually be. Okay, let's do that. Maybe I'm back. No, maybe I'm not. Let's just pretend you guys can see me. No one else can. It's just going to be how this works.
As long as Twitch can hear you. I don't know.
As far as I'm
can you
concerned,
hear our
chat
GM?
can hear me. Yeah, chat can hear the GM, I hope. Chat, yeah, there's a rock and dinosaur. That's
All right,
really
cool.
wonderful.
So that's the important part, that they can hear you.
Yes. Man, I'm still pissed about my room, Bajor Rising. It's view. And I believe I am called Dr. Twitch. Aha, that's why. How about that? No. Dark mode, what's my push? Oh, I know why it isn't there. Okay, never mind. Again, sorry, millions of apologies, etc. I am not Dr. Twitch. I am supposed to be Guardian, and that's still not going to do it. I don't care at this point. We're done. All right. What you've got is you got a whole mess of dead bodies. There are 4 dead bodies. Lieutenant Zara can give you a bit of a status rundown on them. If you're interested, she can be a human tricorder. Is there anything you guys want to do while she starts conducting her scans? She also said she would be sensing telepathy or telepathic presences.
Oh, okay.
So she'll do
Um,
that while you guys do whatever it is you want to
Okay,
do.
I want to look more closely. Are they kind of laying together like they're stacked like cordwood, or like they all dropped right in the same? I mean, it's very weird unless they were all standing in a cluster that they all just died right there.
Or they
Like, is
laid
there
out
any sign
parallel to
that
each
they
other.
got moved or?
Or are they all laying? Are they all laying in a very very distinct rectangle?
Right, like, yeah, well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, because it seems like if they were like afraid they were dying or something, they'd make a break for their shuttle, or like they were
Right.
just kind of stacked up behind some boxes.
It looks like there's some tools dropped. There's an open access panel or two, and it looks like they kind of may have just collapsed on the spot. So you don't have a bizarre stacking incident
Okay,
where they neatly arrange the skulls of their enemies
right. Yeah,
into
well, that's what I
an
was wondering. That
decoration, floral
that was
arrangement. Yeah.
being a xenobiologist. That was the first thing I was thinking about. Was, is there a species we know of that is a predator on other intelligent races, shall we say?
I so love the name one that isn't apparently.
Right.
Um,
And so I'm guessing we can rule out ritual suicide.
it
would
depends
seem
on
to
who
be the
they. It
case.
depends on whether or not they Putin is still alive.
Yeah.
But
Or they're connected to the Epstein files. Yeah, I know.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's a head in a jar at Starfleet Museum, isn't he?
I hope so. He's in the room with the robots, with the AIs.
Oh,
He
dear.
Well, there's probably a
controls,
separate
he
room for that.
controls Moriarty.
Oh God. Yeah. So,
So
um,
I'll
Do we
ask.
know that
Hmm.
there were 4 guys or 4 people in this squad? Like, is there a
you
5th one running
can
around?
you can pretty much pick up the. I'm gonna go with picking up the. I'm gonna try and find the log files here. Give me a second because I was in the middle of writing out their log files, and I ran out of time because of course I
Those damn blue
was.
book exams.
Oh man, yeah, this literally was a blue book exam. I do have pictures for all of them, but the software gave absolutely no quarter to me. Yes, and I like it put little skulls next to all of them. I am so stoked about what this thing is doing. Can I use emojis? Sure. Why not? Yeah, I'm gonna bring up a slide with these guys on it if I can. Let me see. You had the manifest lists 5 people. There are only 4 bodies.
But Azara had no other life form hits on the vessel with her tricorder.
Correct.
So somebody is
Oh, like the
either
tentacle.
off the
Tentacles
ship
coming up.
or they're hiding in the transporter buffer.
Okay, those are the only 2 places you can hide. I'm sure. of
Well,
it.
I mean, to avoid being scanned as a life form, unless they're just walking around dead or undead.
You know, why are you trying to trigger liminal?
Yeah, I don't care for that insinuation.
I think I like the idea that the HR is just racking up. I think someone noted that. But yeah, so what had happened was, let me see if I can get the. I'm so sorry. Oh, I had to resend an image, and it's really annoying. There's Elam Torah copy image. That's who I needed. He was my last collection. He was my last card. Oh, good. I hope whoever's dog it is happy.
That's our chocolate lab. He's got a loud bark.
Oh, good.
He's 1 floor away from us.
Good Lord.
Oh, I thought that was my cats doing impersonations.
Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't mess with. There might actually be 5 people. There might actually be 5 bodies and 6 people. forgive me for that mistake. Here's an updated picture of her. No, there's not. Piece of crap. Yeah, I'm still having trouble locating the image of the person who's actually missing.
Could you draw him as a stick figure?
No, I will not. What I am going to do though is I'm going to put them in on screen. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys, I haven't shared my screen yet, so I'm going to do that. Copy that, paste it over here. Because I, unlike somebody, did not spend 20 hours a day making an adventure. Because I know you guys far too well. So yeah, I'm going to do, let me see, where's my window, and it is yep. Everything okay?
My Sarian brandy has arrived.
God. Yeah, this is the ASMR thing.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, that's a source projector. That's not helpful. I'm just trying. Why can I not just say show your skill filtering, blending mode, order? Oh, how about if I don't do that? There. Enable preview. Open preview. Okay. All right, this is ridiculous. We'll just go in here and you guys will get the really ugly screen share. There. Okay. Hopefully you can see all of us now. And I'm sharing the screen. There are 5 people. They are you can kind of roughly make out their bodies aren't decayed. They're just like, ruptured from the inside. So everybody's kind of bloaty and pussy. You've got Rendo Helvik, who's the anti-grav operator. Darren Solo, who's a warp field diagnostic specialist. Myra Null, cargo. Viren Kolos, structural engineer. And Kelm Torah, which it didn't seem to see fit to put his name back on the thing I needed. So that's helpful. Okay. But yeah, so you got 4 bodies here that are in agony and not doing well. They're actually no, they're not doing well at all. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
So we matched their names up to the manifest of the shuttle so we know who's missing?
Yes.
Okay.
And the person that's missing is Laura Wells. Kelm Torah was, let me see, he was a power relay handler. So I'm going to give you, where's my screen? Which chat should I be putting notes into? The Discord or the Ninja?
Probably Discord.
Okay. We are done with Ninja chat. All right. This is going to the private chat. There they are. And so those are the people, those are they.
Okay.
And yep, so you've got those people. They've got, all of their little, they've got some Starfleet, they've got, some reclamation equipment. There's only like one Starfleet person with them. The rest are just techs. And so I'm assuming that she came along to help with decoding or any any elements that were, or yeah, she came along with any to handle any elements that were, I don't know, not that had security codes on them would be my guess.
So
If that
the
makes sense.
Starfleet person is the only one missing.
No, this is Marja Nal was the Starfleet. She's the inventory specialist.
Okay.
She's the one with the
So
badge.
she's dead.
She's dead. These are all the ones that are dead.
Okay.
You're dead now. I'm gonna go get corpse markers for them. Just gonna start putting little X's on them. Okay, so those are they, and those are they who have not made it. All right, and we're missing Laura Wells, the warp specialist, and I will get her picture up here directly as I pull it up, because this is what happens when I try to over prepare. I'm gonna bog the game. Bog in that game. Yeah, I asked it, hey, give me a new picture of this person without certain background information. And it said, nope. And it was like one of those confessionals where you hang a sign around the dog. So it's like, I did this and this happened. And it's like, no, I don't need that. You are not to have done that. So anyone that's, there you go. Here she is. Okay, and that is Laura Wells, the warp specialist.
So we brought along a similar complement of Starfleet engineers who have roughly the same skill set, right? We brought along a structural engineer and
Yep.
and whatnot.
Yeah, you have A, B, C, and D, if I recall correctly. They are not to be named until they're dead. At least that's how I'm doing it. All right. So yeah, those are the four. Those are the five people here. Pardon me for making that mistake. And then a sixth one is missing, and I'm not going to spring in. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot another one. If I come up with a new person, forget it. Yes, but they look like they've been ravaged by radiation. I can give you, by the time all this is done, I can give you what Azara found, if I can. Let's go back up as far as I can get. There's the grab operator, missing specialists. Okay. Of course not. There. Autopsy snapshot. Cellular vaporization from baryonic particle disruption was what she called it. Let me see. Oh God, I actually asked for Ragathor to give a tricorder reading, which is hilarious. If you need your tricorder reading, I can throw that up here.
Sure.
Let me see.
I mean, I can do anybody's biology except for humans because I'm a xenobiologist. So
that'll do it.
Or wait, no,
no,
you
guess
technically I just can't do Afrosians because
you everybody but an Afrosian.
Yeah,
you don't have your certification.
Yeah, I just never studied
anatomy.
Well,
let's face it, you need special training to deal with your own race. Everybody else, you're just a vet.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, everyone else is just another animal. Yeah, so I threw it in there on the tricorder readings. It shouldn't be a big problem. So yeah, you're in the cargo bay. She's given a reading, an autopsy snapshot, and And she did say, there's ionization in the lymphatic system. Some sort of a phase tachyon pulse might have been doing it. They were, even though they were in agony, it appears that the effect turned from the inside out. So organs have been disrupted and messed up. So they died slow, I think, if I recall correctly, telling you guys that.
Mhm.
Now, again, that's about, there's bodies. You can just get back in the shuttle and leave if you want.
I don't,
Well,
I don't think we can do that.
I'm detecting some magnetic scarring as well on my tricorder. So I think
Okay.
it looks like something is missing here, you guys.
Alrighty.
It looks like something might have been tethered over here, and I'll point to wherever the readings are coming from.
What are you pointing to?
On my tricorder reading, it said that there's magnetic scarring on the outer bulkhead, as if something's tethered here.
Yes. And it is seriously messing up it messed up the hull. It's probably still radioactive. If you want to not get too close to it, I think Lemuel might figure that out.
Oh yeah.
So it's not there though, right? Just the place where it was tethered. The thing is gone itself.
The thing that's gone itself, and it's leaving a residual. There's
Right.
some sort of residual ions. Yes.
So it seems like something may have gotten stolen.
It's nothing. Nothing's been ripped off of it. Let me read what the
Maybe
hell
it
it is
just
I told you
dissolved.
about.
Maybe it had like a meltdown and just the whole device, whatever was here.
Oh, something tethered here. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I apologize. Yeah, it does look like something was attached and ripped off, and it is this strangely symmetrical or architectural scarring. And if anybody wants a point of inspiration to figure out what it might be,
Architectural.
or
So-
structural, it's more like it was a constructed element.
Lieutenant Higby, do you have schematics of the Miranda class? Is there something that's supposed to be here, or was something tethered here that wouldn't be on an original Miranda class vessel?
It sounds like it is just attached. I mean, it's something that was attached. It's not part of the ship's design, at least. The
Man, I
bomb.
like that you're saying that. It was not a bomb this time. Not this time. Let me see if I can find. Steve, I'm going to send you something in chat on Discord. Is that okay? Steve, I'm going to send you something in chat. I don't know. I don't want to speak too loud, so I wind up speaking too soft. And also from your wonderful amount of time on some point in your Bajoran history, fishing nets became important. I don't know why.
Okay. Interesting. It's a radial fishing net. Okay. Interesting. So perhaps like a spider web.
You might say that,
Okay.
considering last week's episode was web of whatever. So we'll go with that.
If it's not Starfleet, I would recommend that we lock down the perimeter and isolate this area somehow if we can. I mean, could we? There were
Oh,
2 shuttle bays
oh.
here. Could we move our shuttle
Yeah.
to another bay and just force field
Let's
off this whole shuttle
let's see
bay?
what. It sounded like security was about to say something.
Well, no, what I was going to do was, because I think you said on the Indianapolis, power is generally low, but I would presume the computer terminals are up and running, and I could open a channel to the manager of I-5.
It's the ship's actually the ship's in a power down state. Like it's just emergency power because it's supposed to just be nothing but basic life support. You still have comms from your shuttle if that's what you need
Okay.
because your badges will still reach.
Well, and they
yeah.
had their own shuttle. Damage,
Yes,
right?
they did. Yeah, and I think you parked next to it.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to reach out to the manager of I-5 and update him.
I don't think he wants to be updated. I don't think he wants to be updated. What are you going to do to this poor guy?
Well, this, and I'll give him Rothagor's recommendation. We should probably lock down the perimeter of the area.
I'm just going to grab his image into our magic transporter thing. And I think that he's going to have a dog with him, and you're not going to know where the dog came from. There's just dog barking.
Maybe Ensign Scout came along.
Yeah, Ensign Scout decides that you're all assholes.
He could be one of our engineers. Or no, he was security, wasn't he?
Yeah, I really don't want to have the situation where the dog is loved and then it's going to die. I do not need that situation at this point.
All right, no one's making you do that, God of this universe.
Yes, don't make me hurt an innocent dog. Yeah, so he's like, yes.
This is Lieutenant.
Hello.
This is, Lieutenant Nellis with Starfleet. Or
yes.
over Indianapolis.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got there. Did you find the gamma shift, because they really need to get a move on to get that gravitic plating out. Well, actually, they shouldn't be getting it out. Did you stop them from getting the gravitic plating out?
Something else stopped them. 5 out of 6 of them are dead.
It's audio, so there's just a silence on the other end of the line.
We're not sure what did this, but recommend that we do an immediate lockdown of the dry dock perimeter. Is that something you can handle?
Yes, at once. And right. He doesn't even close the channel. You just hear him like getting out of his chair and running over to a big button that hits a red alert button. So he puts the base on red alert.
That'll do.
So what happened? Was it Klingons? I never liked them. They leave all kinds of weird stuff in their ships. We don't take them here. That's why we don't take them here. Not after the Targ's leg destroyer incident.
Yeah, nothing Klingon at the moment. We're still working that out. I'll keep you updated. Tell us out.
Don't be. All right, yeah. He's about to say, but don't, and he's done. Okay, so he hung up on me. Great. He's still yelling somewhere in his room, still yelling at the comms panel, and can't figure out how to get you back. Yep. So he has you. If you have some sort of a scanning device or whatever, but the shuttle that is the crew shuttle or the gamma shift shuttle, the native shuttle, has an indicator on it that just says that lists the alert, and then eventually your ship also picks it up because it's a general Starfleet code. So you're aware that it seems to all your ships are behaving as if they're world red alert, or at least they're acknowledging it. What that means, I don't know. I think it means all the ships are extra clamped down. but I don't know beyond that if there's shields for everything or just certain zones in the scrapyard are shielded now.
Well, and it probably means any crews that are out here, will find safe haven at the central hub or something.
Well, there might have only been one crew. Well, no,
I
gamma
know.
implies an alpha and a beta,
Alpha, beta, and delta.
maybe. Or they just named it gamma to make it think they had that many. But yeah, so
Yeah.
you've
And you
got
let
that
your
going on.
engineering teams running around. You number them 1, 2, and 4.
I like that. I like that better. I think somebody wasn't good at letters, and that's why he's here. He's busting up ships. So what would you like to try next?
Lemuel would like to.
Should we examine their shuttle? We haven't gone in their shuttle.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
Oh, I want to take a look at these access panels that look like maybe something jumped out of and got them.
Okay.
Are they access panels or are they crawlway panels?
These are which I'm going to ask. Well, let's see, because there are more than one. So I would say that there is one good old fashioned crawlway that's obviously big enough for a person,
Okay.
and then there are. Oh, who showed up? Hey, Rufus Robot, thanks so much for your subscription and your continued patronage. Yeah, there's one crawlway which is still closed. There are 3 access panels. Oh God, there's a hype train. Hot damn, we're gonna get bonused.
Sweet.
Yeah. So there is a. I apologize. There is a. There are 3 panels, not 4. They're open. They're couple of feet away from each other. And if you wanted to look at them, I'm gonna have Talus and Melkor. Did you want to go or not?
Yeah,
Where are you going? Because Talus is heading off to the shuttle.
I'll go with Nels to the shuttle.
All right.
Okay. Wow, there are so many people doing the hype train tonight. Wow, Bird Art,
Holy
Skate
moly,
Deck, and
we're at
Rufus.
93%.
Wow. Oh, we're already at. I think are we at hype train now or not? Yes, we are at level 1.
Yeah, we're level 1, 93%, it says.
That's a little bit more money, folks. Anyone who's got money, you can push it over. I don't remember who Ghost Ship is. I'm pretty sure that's one of us. It's one of us or one of our spouse or partners. That's how this works. So we've got you can hop on over while they're doing their thing. Sorry, I got excited by the level 1 hype. Okay, so you guys approach the shuttle. The shuttle's unlocked. It's like a Class J, so it looks actually a lot like a TOS shuttle, which has seen better days. It does have like the worker bee Waldos on it, and you can see that it has the traditional, it's a cart construction shuttle. So it's got the worker bee arms. It's got some enhanced tractor beams. It has, you can also see that shield emitters are a little bit more robust than would be normal on a civilian shuttle, because you never know what's going to happen. And it's it's scuffed. It's scuffed. It's pretty scuffed out. But the door's closed. I don't know what you guys want to do now. You come to a door. You come to a clearing.
I'll check for traps on the lock and then we'll open it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with evens or odds.
Odds.
Really? I had you fucking working. This is just hurting me. Really? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say it rolled a 1, so odds. The odds have it. So you don't find it. You find no traps. You wish to detect invisible, or anyway.
Can we listen
yeah,
at the door? Let's listen.
Listen at the door. Pick lock. Yeah. So the door just obviously the double doors just kind of slide open. There's kind of a funk that comes out of it. It's kind of like grease and BO.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Because these are this is how you'd imagine a ship in the alien universe would kind of smell. It's kind of like what the Nostromo would smell like.
No.
Since we're gonna go with the JJ version of stuff where you had workers brutalizing androids in Picard. So yeah, you've got the kind of a stinky shuttle, but that's just a thing to be aware of.
Okay.
Inside it's lit up. It's like if you kind of think of the back of a working van, workman's van. There's equipment on the walls. It's not all stowed away and clean. It's pretty obvious these people are not inspected on any regular basis. There's there's 8 total seats in it. They're just the kind of the on the wall fold out kind with 2 pilot seats and fingerprint smudges on everything. That's what you just see.
All right. You want to check the flight logs and anything else, and I'll check the rest of the shuttle.
All right. I will do that.
Okay. I will presume that there's, well, I don't remember there ever being a lavatory in that design, but
I'm going to say that there is probably an emergency disintegrator potty, as I would be completely stunned if you didn't have a shuttle capable of more than one day's journey having something like that. There's actually kind of a med kit on the wall as well. But yeah, there's one of the
It's
under
full
one
of
of the benches.
Imodium.
Yeah. Oh God.
a small Klingon strength. All righty.
Oh. You gotta move. You had some fiber to move that out. Yeah. So there is the little potty under the kind of one of the seats that you gotta pull it up, and there's the potty. I don't know why you're asking about that, but there it is.
No,
Where you would expect
no.
it on a Class J shuttle.
No, I thought there was like a mini lavatory for a long, like you find on an airplane,
No. Starfleet they're made of sterner stuff. Privacy is such a 20th century concept.
That's
as Roddenberry said. In the future, we can all poop in front of each other. We're enlightened creatures. But yeah, there does not appear to be any kind of closed off thing. It's like they stripped everything out to kind of get equipment in, which is probably why it's not closed off. Because I do like your point. And the GM's thinly veiled obsessions is not part of the game.
Whatever.
It's pooping in public. It's apparently a thing. It's like Batman. He's a shy pooper.
There you go.
You know it. Alfred stands outside the door at the watchtower. But yeah, everything's kind of been stripped out, so kind of almost to the bulkhead. So everything's kind of hanging on hooks. If there's anything particular you're looking for,
no, I was maybe looking for a place that someone could hide if they were scared shitless.
Okay. Well, that would be a good place, the bathroom. Now I see where you're headed with that. I'm sorry to trump your lead on that.
That's okay.
I will go and have Rob take my place when he gets back from Germany. So yeah, we've got there does not appear this is very low on the guard. I mean, there is like kind of the deck plating, there's kind of an underfloor if you remember, from like one or two of the episodes where they needed to fix something in the shuttle, there's kind of a drop floor where there's more machinery.
Yeah, but I
And
don't think.
someone could be in there. What?
Okay. No, I was going to say I didn't think someone could fit in there, but
Well, I mean, it depends on your. The person is listed as like 5 foot nothing and a half. The missing crew.
okay.
She's fairly small.
All right. Maybe we'll get Lemuel to come in here and pop up the plating here. Aside from tool lockers and stuff, is there a place to store even a hand phaser?
There are no, there's just welding torches. I mean, there's kind of a rack, with like essentially, plasma torches, things like that that could be used as weapons. But there's no actual proper phasers or disruptors that you can see.
Gotcha. And are all the plasma torches accounted for? Meaning, like, we found if they're not here, then they're with the bodies.
There was a couple near the bodies that were undestroyed. At least they were appeared to be dropped, and the remaining 3 are here. Yes.
Okay.
You've also got various patch kits, some self-sealing stuff, things that could patch a hull or tear the hull out. Are all these are either it can repair it or remove it. Usually it's the same tool, but sometimes you need a specialty one. So anything
Crowbar.
Any space crowbars. There are several versions of them, and as well as there are a couple of people had tricorders, obviously, or scanners. There's a couple of scanners left here, which would be engineering scanners.
Mm-hmm.
And
right.
I think there's even a couple of you look around. There's a couple of crumpled up stuffed in the corner like hazmat type suits. They're the red ones that you can stick your hand up under.
Yep.
It's your nose, yeah.
Yeah, and a couple of and since you pointed it out, yeah, there's like also like some kind of they aren't life support belts, but they're essentially rebreathers for emergency oxygen, little face masks and rebreathers, and those are up there too. Sorry, I'm piecemealing my way through it. I'm just kind of reminding myself what should be in here.
Okay.
But yeah, they had all the equipment they needed to do their job safely. It doesn't appear that any of it's been damaged or as out of place as it would already be.
All right. And I will presume that my security tricorder will pick up life forms, so I will do a quick scan and take all of us players out of the NPCs out of the equation.
Yep. Do you want to? It's a 0 level scan, but do you want to still roll dice for it?
Sure. Why not? You could always use some threat.
Yep. And also, don't forget you can ask additional questions. I'm
There you
going
go.
to assume that your scan's going to probably be pretty thorough.
That's my goal.
That's what I do. Is there any other kind of scan?
There you go.
We're not on gamma shift here. What was it on? Who was Rom's shift? He was on delta shift, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep. He was excited because the alpha shift always ate pancakes on delta shift, and he hated them. Yeah. So go ahead and throw a couple dice. You can buy more dice to give him more threat later if you want.
No, for now. And what am I rolling? Like insight and security or something?
Yeah, it would be security. Yeah, if you want to do something that's more. Yeah, what would it be instead of reason or control? What kind of a thing would an insight tricorder roll be? How would you use a tricorder insightfully? Hey, Mr. Glathman.
To interpret the readings.
Okay.
That's how I would do insight.
Yeah, Mr. Glathman, I have a zit, and so I'm not appearing on camera. It's that, or I couldn't figure out the technology. So we'll just deal with it. Yeah, you're going to basically read between the scan lines, as it
There
were.
you go.
Okay. Yep. So here we go. Go ahead and throw some bones and see what happens.
Okay. That is 2 successes.
Sweet. We're about to get Goliath too. Yeah, we also still have to bring that. There's still an enemy in there, and I thought it was going to be Melkathor in a jar, brain in a jar, but apparently not. Yeah, we redeemed an object. Okay, you have to tell us what the object is, Mr. Goliath Man, and it's going to be something from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is what it is, and a glitch. Okay, so while you're looking, this is two. You get 2 free questions. Within your scan, there is no other easy to register life forms, and the scan could probably go a couple of decks beyond the bad weather on a starship. Damn. Um, the this will go about 5 decks up and 5 decks down and forward, so it'll reach just about to the bridge,
Okay.
and it'll go outside the hull, because I think all the cargo, the not cargo bays, the shuttle bays are near the ass end of the ship, so you can catch a goodly portion of it. You do. There is an unusual thing of energy coming from, I think, the starboard nacelle.
Starboard nacelle. Okay.
But also you're getting weird things, like there's a lot of evacuated areas of the hull, and that's from the last mission when the ship was scrapped. That was some of the damage there, and there seem to be warm and cold spots that are not reasonable. These would be things that you would normally, as a security person, these would be things that you as a security person would detect a heat life form, or somebody who's invisible or up to no good. That's why you're picking up these energy things. That makes sense. So you get a couple of questions if you want to use them.
All right. I'm gonna hold off on that because there's nothing I can think of at the moment. And so that also tells me that this remaining crewman is not hidden somewhere in the shuttle.
They're not. They're definitely not in the shuttle. Sorry. Yeah, starting in and going out. Yeah. You didn't pick up any other humanoid life forms. Definitely not.
I will point out the weird energy reading in the starboard nacelle to Rothagar. As science officer, he might have a better. And also, I'll clue in Lieutenant Higby, because it may just be, oh no, the starboard nacelle is supposed to do that on alternate Thursdays.
I'm gonna see if I can do a science tricorder scan on that starboard nacelle.
Okay. Well, what I wanted to do was switch over to the late Lieutenant Higby. So we'll see how that goes.
All right.
Yep,
Fingers
Mrs.
crossed.
Glathman, that's good. I got your replicator watch. So this will be a kind of a cool new piece of technology for him, which I'm going to have to destroy before it gets out of hand. Yeah, we've got. Let me see. Yeah, so you have 3 panels in front of you, and at your feet is kind of the Jeffries, essentially the Jeffries tube. I think anything that's a crawlway, as far as I'm concerned, is a Jeffries tube. So there's a tube down there. It's still closed. That's probably the first thing you check. And you've got 3 open panels. The panels do not show any sign of arcing or obvious. Well, one of them shows signs of damage and scoring, but it appears to have been older, and it appears that repairs had been made to it.
Can I tell what they were doing with these panels?
They meaning the dead people?
The dead people. Before they were dead people, they were alive people, and they were doing
Yes.
something to these panels.
They look like they had a couple of them have tricorders. One of the structural people had whatever his structural multi-tool was, which is very handy for opening panels. They all did, if you want to look at them with a fresh eye, where are you going to do like a Columbo thing where you stand back
exactly.
in their footsteps and face
And
certain
try and
ways?
figure out. And
Okay.
Yeah.
We can replicate a trench coat for you.
Cigar. You're also going to have to be able to say one more thing from now on. Every time that should be, I'm going to redeem catchphrase, specifically on Lemuel. That there's just one more. There was always just one more thing.
It's going on the character sheet.
That's going on the character sheet. But yeah, you're standing. We'll have you. I think it's probably. I would go with insight and security, unless you wanted to convince me of how engineering would work.
We'll go. Well, I'm trying to follow in their footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
So I should be able to look at the tools they're using and the settings on their tricorders and figure out what they were doing as engineers to this control panel. Using my special engineer goggles.
What? I've heard of beer goggles. Are you gonna actually have a set that you just?
Oh yeah, it's gonna come over my head. I'm gonna be like Egon.
Okay. Yeah. So you're standing there. You're standing there. It does look like they were setting up for interrupting the power, or not. Well, they were going through and making sure the power was disconnected from the gravitic plating, which, as you know, is a heavily integrated system. As a matter of fact, it's the last system on the ship that can break. It never run out of power to the gravitic plating. Because hey, Destiny, how are you?
Anti-gravity. Hey, Destiny.
Oh, I'm muted. I'm good.
Oh, good. Well, glad to see you. We're still investigating some dead bodies. And you found them to be turned inside out by radiation that cooked them from the inside out. And
Wonderful.
currently, what is happening is Lemuel is with the bodies and looking at the engineering panels. And Talos and Melkor are in that cruise shuttle, and she's gone.
I'm still here. I'm trying to find my virtual background, and it's being weird.
They're in the shuttles investigating logs and things. So Lemuel, you're reenacting the crime. Yeah, so they look like they were prepping. Did I ever ask you to make a damn die roll? Come on, let's make a die roll. God damn it.
All right.
These are talking me into narrative shit. Come on.
Two
We're not supposed to tell
successes.
stories. We're supposed to roll dice.
Oh.
So you get to have one question beyond what I just told you.
They were making sure the power is disconnected from the plating. There's no obvious fresh damage to these panels.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of hoping one of those things would not be that, so that I would have a way forward.
Well, I mean, they were in the middle of something. There's that obvious weird distortions on the hull that don't seem to be on the bulkhead that don't seem to be apropos of anything anyone recognizes. I thought for sure
Yeah.
someone would look at that.
Yeah,
But
I
no.
will. I will extend my scan to look at that.
You just keep
Because-
drift over.
Yeah, just kind of nudge it a little.
Well, there's yeah.
Yeah, I want. Is there something else I can tell about this spot in the hull, or on the bulkhead where whatever it
Yeah.
was strapped there?
Yeah, if I can take your point of success, it does look like a web, or it looks like, kind of a symmetric thing with a kind of a center, right?
Hmm.
And it's angled. It's like it's not perfectly round centered. It's sort of off, and the center is off at an angle. Like, the rest of the web is a circle. It's off at an angle, stretching the threads, in a vector. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like you kind of took and drug the web center around, and then the webs just moved with it. So yeah, it's off at an odd angle, and yeah, I don't know what that means. And you used up your 1 point, so fuck you.
At one point.
You can ask someone to look at it with fresh eyes, like maybe, I don't know, the medical officer.
Medical officer. Yes. Azara, have you ever seen anything like this?
A spider web like this.
Spiderweb. It's like that.
You want to fill her
YouTube
in
video.
because she doesn't know anything about what we're doing.
Oh yeah. You just got here. So there's something that was strapped to the bulkhead inside or the hull outside.
Bulkhead inside, because you're
Bulkhead
looking
inside.
at it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like on the inside. Yep.
And the way it was strapped there is left behind this crazy pattern that you heard is like a spider web with the middle wiggled around. And then there's also radiation trail or residue.
There's some residual ionizing radiation around this area.
Yeah. So don't stand too close, but take a look at it and see if you recognize this pattern or have seen anything like it before.
So go ahead, and let's be intuitive and sciency. If only you had a xenobiologist with you.
I think Azara is muted again.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Nope, keep trying.
I found it. Yay.
Yes. All right.
I do have a focus in microbiology. Can I use that?
Sure. It's a structure. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's a tiny spider. Maybe it's a little tiny spider.
Maybe it's organic.
Maybe it's organic. Yeah, so you can use your
No,
focus in
what you're
microbiology. Yep.
Excellent. I'd like to ask what type of fluid is used to make the structure then.
Well, all right. Well, right now the structure, it's actually a scar. It's like an etching into the metal. So there's not anything of the original that made it, but it's an etched pattern in the wall, in the bulkhead, and it's kind of angling in an odd little way, and that's kind of what Lemuel is kind of wondering about. Is it looks shifted or asymmetrical, and in his brain, everything's got to be a pattern. It's got to be symmetrical. It just bothers him if it's off center. He's now moved to monk.
Gushy biologicals.
So I can tell it's from something living, I'm guessing.
Well, if you want to roll dice, I can tell you that for a fact.
Yes, I will roll dice for that.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm using virtual dice tonight, so those always love me. All right, what am I rolling?
Let's go with insight and science. And you have your focus in microbiology to apply. Do you want to buy any dice to fail even harder if it doesn't go well?
Let me see what
Because
my insight
you
is.
got 6 momentum, so you guys are full up with.
You want me to buy a dice? Are you guys cool if I do that? Buy a dice?
Go ahead.
Cool.
Oh, I still
Okay,
want to have this
yeah,
happen.
All right, this should be fun.
3 dice. Let's see where we go with this.
Okay. And y'all, I'm sorry, I have no successes.
What? Because you
I
were
don't know
intuitive
how.
and sciencey. What was your target? I just want to ask for the sheer humiliation of that. What was your target?
Wasn't it 14? And then I got because it's big numbers are bad, right?
Yeah, big numbers are bad. It's a roll under.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I got 16, 17, and 20.
Oh,
Oh,
the
wait,
20 is
20 is
one you
really
want
bad,
to
isn't
tell
it?
me about. Yeah, 20s you want to tell me about.
Oops. Yeah, I got one of those too.
Meanwhile, Dark Sarcastic is saying, I
I'm
didn't
so
buy
sorry.
it for a reason.
Those little dice hate me.
Look, all I'm going to say is that the crew joined hands saying kumbaya and jumped into the matter stream. That's all I'm saying. What, yeah, I'm going to look what the complication is. I'm going to just reserve that as threat rather than immediately assign a penalty because you all punished yourselves enough. You're coming back with the basics, though. I mean, you're just kind of looking at it and it's like, yeah, you can't add a whole lot beyond. You're pretty sure it's biological. It's a biological origin. It's not like a plasma discharge or something. You've got a good sense that it's a squishy
It was something
organic thing.
that made
Yeah,
it.
something organic made it. Anyway, it wasn't something like a special etching into the hull or machine made. But yeah, that's about as far as we can get with that. What I want to do, Jim, do you have any other questions while you're thinking about stuff?
I
Or I'll switch
would
back.
like
Go ahead.
to confer with the fellas in the shuttle to see if that scar was there or if something was there when they got here. You know what I mean?
I think I do. You're gonna have to explain it to them because you're players.
So did you find
Hi guys.
did you find in your scans of the shuttle logs any differences between the condition of the shuttle bay now versus when they arrived?
I looked at them. So, do I need to roll for something here?
We can
Or
have
is
the
it
system. Yeah, you all punished.
I know
yourselves
how to
enough.
read logs, I would assume. So I don't think
Yeah,
I
we're
need
doing
to
like
roll.
a spot the difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not like these.
So is there like a visual log maybe of when they first came in, like a dash cam type thing, or?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, let's go with a dash cam. Well, not a dash cam because for some reason that's a piece of technology Star Trek just doesn't have. Ironically, the one thing like a camera,
Yeah, there's no dash or body cams in Star Trek, apparently.
unless you're Geordi, and everybody gets fascinated with his visor for the first episode.
Yeah.
It's like, you're scanning through, and there are logs from everyone. Nothing in there indicates. There's no mention of any. There's no mention of anything unusual. They've underlooked it, and they were surprised that the old girl is working as well as it is. They're working on trying to stop the what's it called? They're trying to get to scavenging things. They're who was it? The cargo handler Rendo brought up the he had a kind of an anti-grav sled to kind of carry stuff out with. But yeah, nobody says, hey, that's a weird scar on the wall. Nothing really stood out.
Okay. All right. Is there in the logs any listing that they had magnetic clamps or magnetic cabling of any kind on the shuttle?
No, they don't have any. Well, I mean, they've got magnetic constrictors and things for,
Yeah,
clamping, holding stuff. Yeah.
yeah, but can I tell if there's any missing?
Do you want to yell back to Dallas for it, or do you want to? You're a team.
Um,
You can work as a team.
Yeah, so I'll see.
It's Star Trek. I know that Star Trek people never tell each
Yeah,
other what they really
right.
need.
Fine.
Right. So yeah,
Could have
Nellis,
just called down to
Lieutenant
sick bay.
Nellis, is there any sign that there's some magnetic clamps or magnetic restrainers missing from back there?
I'll take a look.
Looks like on the ship's manifest they had X, whatever number they had. And
it
that
looks
way
like-
that'll
10.
help him.
Yeah.
It looks like Roman numeral 10. There were 10 on the original manifest. So.
Okay, there are at least. I mean, you're finding like 9 of them, and they're kind of in all sorts of disrepair. So
All right. So it looks like there's one set missing.
All right, so maybe they got something came in after they landed and they tried to clamp it to the wall. That's all I can think of. I'm going to go back out and look at this in more detail, if that's okay with you, Nels.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go out of the shuttle and head over towards the markings on the wall, the etchings.
okay,
Um,
I like the idea that everyone. Just not to let this plot point go because I think Talos wouldn't have let it go. Did you want to ask about the secondary scans of the nacelle by either the engineer, maybe?
yes. I want
Okay.
to make sure that, like I said, I think I pointed out to both of them and just said, take a look at that. I mean, I'm not sure if that's just a standard issue fluctuation or if it's something out of the ordinary. I mean, if something killed them, how do we know it's not living in that nacelle? The other thing I want to do is the logs he was going over. I just want to get like sort of an idea of how long ago they showed up and like when was the last entry they made before we showed up and found them dead.
I think if we want to do that, you can pull the logs. They talk about. Well, actually, it's kind of weird because of all the things they do have is they have an audio feed going back to their back to the shuttle.
Mhm.
But it's like a weird thing. It's like the police dash cam. It only works when they say it should work. It isn't constantly recording because Starfleet wants to save bandwidth. Otherwise, it would just be ARG, and you get a picture. And no, they talk about like they're going on board. They're looking forward to getting the grab plates off. They comment about how the ship's got some damage from its last encounter. And also one or two of them note some odd issues with heating where there shouldn't be heating on the ship. They noticed weird hot spots. Some of the things that you picked up yourself on your tricorder. So you've got these warm spots. You've also got some EPS things going on, which is exactly it. And they picked up that nacelle anomaly.
Okay.
And had sent, I believe it's, what's her name? I apologize. They sent the missing person. They sent Mistress Missing.
Laura Wells.
Laura Wells. They sent Laura off. Think of Laura.
Oh, okay. So they
Ouch.
sent her to check out the hot, cold spots.
Yeah, they did.
Okay. The other thing I want to check is the sensor logs of the shuttle in between the time they physically left the shuttle and the time we showed up. Are there any weird energy readings or anything out of the ordinary? or
Okay.
phaser fire, whatever.
Let me see. Okay, what I'd like to do is evens or odds, and then Destiny, would you roll the die and tell him if he wins?
I'm gonna go with even this time.
Give me one moment to.
Because you're having the luck of the run of luck with the digital dice. So
Yeah,
slide that
Even.
over onto Steve.
Even is even. All right.
The hell if I remember what you said.
said
That's why I
even.
had you guys roll it. All right, good. So evens, the recorders were on, and about the time of well, I mean, Destiny, I think gave you, or Zara gave you roughly maybe a time of death. It's hard to tell when they've been turned roasted like hot dogs. So it's there are a lack of bugs and blowflies in the eyes. But it about the time that the logs stopped coming, there was some sort of an energy surge, which just didn't really. All it registered was a high level of EM radiation. The sensors in the shuttle aren't calibrated well enough to pick up the kind.
Okay.
And it was certainly not, well, what you know is it certainly wasn't something typical for a Starfleet vessel, because those sensors would have logged that. They would have
All right.
known, what kind of a warp core made it, but not this time.
Okay. Again, that's more info that I will forward to our science and engineering guys, and I'll note, check the time on this sucker. This happened around the time that these guys carked it. So let's see if we can further identify if these sensors on this shuttle were probably not designed or calibrated for such a thing.
Okay. So what would the next move be at this point? You've got did I mention the starboard nacelle? I mentioned weird readings on the starboard nacelle yet. Starboard nacelle. There's probably even habitable decks between you and the starboard nacelle. I don't know. But yeah, you've got, but that's as you look, the one panel that had been, kind of looked like it was jury rig repaired by the crew probably, and there's another panel that was for gravity systems, and another panel that was essentially the EPS, or not the EPS, the structural integrity field. So the SIF and grav. And then panel one that was damaged was life support.
Interesting.
So those are the bits. That was where they were working.
But there's enough life support that we're okay in here.
Yeah,
It's damaged, but it's not a threat that it's going to go out on us, is it?
Well, it was a jury rig repair. It looked like.
Okay.
Definitely wasn't the crew that did it though, or wasn't the salvage team that did it.
Okay.
Out of curiosity,
Yes.
what was the last thing the Indianapolis did, and how long has she been here?
Oh, one of the few things I actually looked up. Thank you for neural drain. No. All right, let's see if I can pull that out. Blurb creation. Restart. Indianapolis. Okay, so this is pissing me off. Yes. Okay. Do you want to have? I hate to say that. That's where would you have gotten those mission briefs from, or the logs from?
Um,
I'm just gonna be a dick about it. I mean, you can declare a fact and just say, "Oh, I know the captain. I studied this. I heard about this on in the Space New York Times."
yeah, I have a focus in Federation history. An old
Okay,
ship.
it's an old ship. It's only been here since Stardate, and nobody should care about this, by the way. Oh God, I even have the missions cataloged on a spreadsheet. Take that, Rowdy Rob. Approximately 2 months before the present day, Starbate 46210.6. 2 months before the present day.
All right. Now I want to try to. So the ship is on some sort of like low level power.
Yeah, it's on basically in like the deep sleep maintenance mode.
Is there any way I can take it out of sleep mode and boot up the ship's logs, the computer's records, find out what was going on here?
Yeah, there's a junction surprisingly in the starboard nacelle. There's the special reactivate the logs button. That's where they keep it on all these old Reliance. They moved it in the Soyuz class. They moved it to the port nacelle, but the starboard, your boy here. No,
All right.
it's no. Basically, you could you'll need to do about half an hour, 45 minutes worth of work on it. If someone wants to assist you in doing it, it would cut the time down by about 5 minutes.
Yeah, almost this.
It'll either decrease the time by 5 minutes or increase it by 4 hours. It really does.
Can I
You never know.
specifically try to access the head medical officer's log using my focus in advanced medical technology?
All right, can we all agree as players that that's a nice idea, and it really like just guts Jim's move, but sick bay systems are on independent power. Does everyone agree with that?
Sure.
Yes.
I mean, does that make sense? Okay, because I
Yeah.
think that the ship's emergency beacon isn't around, Jim. Otherwise, I'd give it to you. But also, I just want to waste your time. I want to make you feel useful. But yeah, Zara, you might have to actually though go to the sick bay area to
Which
pick it
is
up. It's
right
not something
next
that's
to the
networked.
starboard nacelle.
It is on the way to the starboard nacelle.
Mr.
My
Rothagar,
God.
Mr. Rothagar, is it just me or do you hear the sound of railroads?
Chugga chugga.
I do hear the sounds of railroads, and also now that you mention it, I was kind of scanning that starboard nacelle because it was giving out those weird things, and I detected some bad weather coming in. There's an ion storm moving into
there's an
the
ion
system.
storm.
So
thanks for doing that.
If anything's going on out there, we should probably take care of it before the storm gets here. So we're kind of on a clock because if that nacelle goes, it could
It would be
explode us in this ship.
I'm
Gotcha.
gonna be a weasel, and I'm gonna say I hate to say it, I'm gonna redeem it as a hard redeem, which is the storm comes up fairly soon. She blows up out of the west.
Yeah.
Here.
Space west. She just blows up at you.
We still got
Also,
an
that
enemy
is,
to get in, but at least we got the ion storm.
No, get that in. That is absolutely it, because this is a cozy mystery. You should be isolated in a storm, in a haunted house with dead bodies, and
Sick.
three of the greatest living detectives, and one dead one. That's But yeah, the other part is the storm blows up. Who's got science?
I'm kind of a sciencey guy. I mean, I'm not a
Okay,
I'm a biologist, not a meteorologist.
you just call
But
bullshit on the ion storm blowing up that fast.
oh, okay. So it's like I
It's
don't have
not
to
good.
make a roll. I'm just like, this is not a natural
Nah,
phenomenon.
I've got enough. I've got enough threat. I don't need to make another roll
Okay.
unless you need the points. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
you just basically are aware of it.
okay. So I'll say this doesn't look like a natural phenomenon. This ion storm could be generated.
Interesting.
Generated. It's simply not. If you want any more details, then it doesn't make any sense. That's a roll. If you want to riff on it, you could just be wrong.
I'm just surmising. So I didn't
just
say
gonna
that I
surmise.
scanned that it was generated. I'm just saying it's
No,
not natural. So maybe,
taint natural.
you
Natural.
know,
So yeah, you don't. It now looks like comms are starting to go. Comms are down.
I was going to say
Transporters are down. Yeah,
once the
all the good
ion
stuff.
storms hit, for some reason, all Federation technology breaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even have to be. I don't even have to evoke anything magical. Just an ion storm.
No, just an ion storm.
So yeah, the last mission of the ship. Oh crap! I can't tell you that. Okay, who's gonna go and reboot the logs? You can. It'll take like. No, I'm just gonna say it's not possible to do from the freaking cargo bay. This is an
Yep, that makes
Oxtron.
total
Yeah,
sense.
that makes total sense.
There is a tube if you don't feel like walking through perfectly good hallways. A dark Jeffries tube is a great place to go. You've all got the little wrist. Suddenly, the little wrist flashlights show up on your arms too.
Oh, okay, cool.
You
You
say
take them
somebody
out
went
of
back and
you
got
take them
them.
out of the invisible pockets of holding that all these outfits
All
have.
this,
Yeah.
yeah, all Starfleet uniforms come equipped with.
You know,
Yeah. So, what do you guys want to do? You also have 4 meat shields.
One of these meat shields is a warp specialist, if I remember
Yes, they are.
correctly.
Oh God, I sense somebody's about to go discover the nacelle.
Yes, it does.
They're about to have nacelle encounters.
Yes,
we could all tauntaun them and then walk around in somebody
Oh,
else's skin.
I tend to think Starfleet is going to frown on that. I'm
It's
just
gonna-
saying.
I
theory.
like no, what you do is you declare it, whatever that shit was from Enterprise. It was the duranium or something. It was some liquid metal you need to put on there to keep the spheres off of your ass.
Oh yeah.
That caused Paul to go nuts and throw the Vulcans nuts. Yeah, I mean, we can turn this into Star Trek Event Horizon really quick if you want to do that.
Oy.
But yeah, it sounds like the medical officer's ready to just roll. So is anybody going with her?
Yeah, I'll
Is
head down
anybody?
there.
Are you dragging anybody else there?
I'll head
Do you
down
want
there.
anybody? Sarah, do you want anybody with you? Do you care?
I kind of want to go with.
Well, I mean, you're
Come
going to
on.
go. It's a question of who you want to bring with.
I don't think we should like split up alone. We should use
Yeah.
the buddy system.
Yeah, let's not split the party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
don't split the party.
It looks from these schematics like it's right on the way to the starboard nacelle. So let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yep.
So so I mean, on the way you'll kind of come to a point where you diverge. One group needs to go to the core. If you want to go to that starboard nacelle, I have no idea why you'd want to go to the starboard nacelle. But if you wanna, you can. There's also engineering near there. There's main engineering. There is a starboard nacelle, so you can think of main engineering in a core area, and then the plasma conduits go out each way. So I don't know if you wanted to hit engineering. Engineering is also on the way to medical. Medical's further forward toward the bridge, and that was actually the limit of your scan.
Okay.
Tell us. The bridge was the limit of your scan. nothing obviously is keeping you from scanning again. Just let me know if you're going to do that.
Once we get far enough that, let's say, this scan could reach the very front of the ship, then I'll. Which is
Yep.
probably once we get to medical, because
Yep,
medical
once
is
you get to medical.
probably centrally located in the hull.
Yep. Yeah, I always stick it there in my brain. I don't have deck plans. Wait, he redeemed bongos?
Yeah, way back at the beginning, somebody redeemed for 1,000 points. So we'll have to find
okay.
some somewhere.
Oh, they're going to be in the port. It'll be
Yeah.
started to sell.
Well, no wonder it's
okay.
not working.
Yeah. So there's also you'll note that there are several areas of the ship that are open to the vacuum of space, and they're not heavily shielded, or they're basically where holes were blown in the hull.
And so there's no force fields.
Well, there's emergency bulkheads in place, and I don't know if Miranda's ever got emergency bulkheads like that, and it's up to you guys to decide if they did or didn't. I'm good either way. Functionally, it works the same way. At least in my mind. In my mind, they work the same way.
So why not? We could put those in, yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea of looking out a hole in the chip and seeing this crazy
Ion storm
space.
rolling in, yeah.
Yeah,
Looking
that would be a
hole in
problem
the ship
with
and
those.
going, is that ion storm you were telling us about? Yeah. Let's get out of this section.
It probably shorts out force field, so I'd make the pitch for bulkheads myself.
Okay, let's do bulkheads.
All right, let's do bulkheads. Yeah.
And again,
Ion
functionally
storm.
they're the same, but I like the idea that ion storms just mess with energy, and I don't want to have you guys just sucked out into space because of a stupid blown fuse. Yep. So you're headed down. You're walking down the normal corridors. They're kind of confined, close to person-wide corridors that were of that era of the rectangular nacelles with no light, the no light nacelle era. There's a lot of marks of scoring, and there's a lot of not necessarily blood smeared on the walls, but the ship's been through a lot, and it never got. It looks like it wasn't much more than an emergency repair. Whatever happened to the ship, they didn't spend a lot of time fixing it before they scrapped it, before they declared it a loss. If that helps you. There are no bodies, obviously. There are no leftover pets. The lights tend to be, just that low red level lighting, and your flashlights do a good job. You do kind of get to the double doors, the heavy double doors for main engineering, and you're all standing out in the hall. This is on the way to medical, so you hit main engineering first.
Right. Yeah.
And you can go in or you can do whatever you want. Yeah.
Let's presume that the door sensors are offline.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a weird thing in the
Captain
floor
Picard
that you
sticky
gotta.
thing. Oh, you can do the one I just saw this on Starship Mine. I don't know why I studied something about baryon sweeps. There's also this weird magnetic thing that Picard had that opened doors. You could clip it on
he had
and
like a
open
little
doors. For 2 momentum, I'll let you know that you stole one off the dead bodies.
Yeah, let's do that.
I think he wears it on his sleeve, doesn't he? He keeps it on his arm, and then he.
Yeah, he did something like that, and then he smashed Tim Russ's head in with it.
Poor guy can't catch a break.
I know. He was a Klingon too. That got butchered. So the 2 points of momentum are just because, hey, we would have thought of this. That's just a mechanic of the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
So everybody gets a little door open and multi-tool. It should also be able to decode a standard lock. Like if somebody locked it and put just kind of a normal lock on it, guess what box you'll actually hit. But it'll open the doors up.
Okay.
And the doors will not open if there is not a safe environment on the other side.
All right.
These will not override the safeties. Don't ask me why. There's just enough little AA battery running all these damn door sensors. That's all I know.
Okay.
Something runs the gravity plate. Okay, so you guys are there. Do you want to all stand around while someone pumps a lever, or does the medical team want to keep going?
I think I agree with Lieutenant Higby's earlier statement that we shouldn't split up.
Yeah, I would rather wait for the team before poking around in Michael Bay.
I mean, who gets Shaggy? Where's Shaggy and Scooby going? This is what I need to know. Okay, you're gonna hold up and wait.
Yeah.
Who's opening the door? What's your marching order? Everyone prepare to roll for initiative.
I will open the door.
Okay.
Little thing off my sleeve and right onto
Yep.
the.
Nellis, you don't scan anything on the other side of the door that's out of the ordinary. There's no activity in the warp core. There's no hint of antimatter
Okay.
in there. There's no reactions going on that you know of. The ship is on battery, but they're kind of distributed throughout the ship and not just, they don't just live near the warp core.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still keeping my phaser drawn and set to heavy stun.
Okay. Oh, very good. Okay.
I'll be behind the engineer.
Okay. How hard are you pulling on this door?
A normal amount.
Okay, it normally isn't opening.
Oh.
I mean, it's marking as unlocked.
But it's just a heavy ass door.
It could be a stuck ass door.
Stuck ass door. All right, someone want to give me a hand with this door?
Sure.
Yep. You've also got Ensign Schwarzenegger too with you if you need him. Okay,
Yeah, we
so
have
what I
those
need
other
is
guys.
yeah,
I forgot about A, B, C, and D.
Yes, A is for Arnold. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to declare A Arnold. We can fill in the needs and capabilities as they are needed because it will be a crazy random happenstance if it happens. So what you need to do is roll a fitness and engineering challenge. Between you need to come up with 4 successes. Now, are you girly men or not? This is Melkor and
Right. Fitness and security, you said, right?
yeah, because basically you have noodly arms.
Yeah. My
Oh!
security is terrible. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, 1 success.
I got 3 successes.
I like that all security people are gym bunnies, essentially, is what I'm thinking. Okay, you pulled 4 successes. Melkor, I don't know if you strained something.
Oh,
Hold on, I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend 2 momentum because Destiny screwed up. You pay the price. You do strain something, like you hear a pop in your back.
Oh,
And Zara, you hear it, and not only that, your betazoid senses go, oh. you have this emotional wave that you were not prepared for. Yeah, so you got a good jolt, like as several discs seem to have slipped out of place on the notoriously fragile spine of all Afrosians have. They'll have lower lumbar problems.
oh, they must be members of a certain political party.
Yes.
The weak spined. The party of the weak spines.
Oh, God. That's why they need a special chair.
Well, I think I'm going to need to go to sick bay when we get back to the ship. I'm not going to lift anything
if the
for a
medical
while.
officer gave a crap about your pain, it would be fine.
I was actually about to ask, like, can I do emergency medicine to at least alleviate the pain until then?
Absolutely. You don't be afraid to jump in and say, "Hey, I'm going to do this," because we'll just keep going. Yeah, just run on in. Yeah, it's going to just be a simple. Yeah, let's call it an emergency because it certainly is to Ragathor. Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, either that or
yeah,
field medic, either would probably help me here. But I'm just gonna go ahead and give him a quick hypo spray of something pain relieving.
okay. You've got. It's just going to take a couple of successes on your medicine, probably reason,
Okay.
or well, actually, you can be control. You got to know where to stick the needle.
I'm gonna do reason.
Okay. No surgery for her. Okay, keep her out of the surgery. That's all I know.
And I got one success.
Okay, that wasn't enough.
Oh,
You relieved some of the pain. It's no longer shooting down his legs. It's just
I
shooting
can at
down to
least
his
straighten up.
knees.
I just can't
It's
lift anything.
yeah, it's shooting down to your knees now instead of your ankles. That's how it works. Yeah, you can move around. Before it was gonna
weird
be
erosion spine. It's not quite
it's not. It ain't right. Yeah.
right.
Uh, they sell a lot of chairs, a lot of orthopedic shoes on Ephros. Um, but yeah, so you can function. Cam, just remind me that
Okay.
randomly doing things is anything physical is probably going to be one extra degree higher.
Right. So no,
And there's
no
some things that might
Kirk Fu battles with the
no Kirk
alien that
Fu.
gets revealed here.
And there's a good chance you can re-injure during that, so your crit range goes up. There are some things that will be just absolutely impossible because you simply can't move that way anymore.
Yeah.
So it's basically going to be you, Stamets, and Jet are all going to be sitting at the bottom of the turbo lift, or Jeffrey's to be yelling at some ensign is what's going to happen. So that gives you your stats on what you're doing mechanically. Okay, so Zara, you did what you could. The doors popped open. I don't know if anyone gives a crap about the injured. What's everybody else doing? Tell us. You shine a light in. I'm assuming you kind of be first in the door.
Yeah.
Or are you?
No, I'll go first in.
Okay.
I got my official Starfleet flashlight and a phaser.
Okay.
What could possibly go wrong?
It's literally all you need. A boatload of confidence and plot armor. That is all I need.
There you go.
You walk in. You're flashing the light around. You are seeing like a significantly damaged warp core. I mean, this is obviously you've been through some battle simulators at the academy, so this looks like it was somebody's "what is the thing you fear the most" routine. If you've ever dealt with those, this is one of those things like, no, they just made this up as how bad it is. So you've got, there's a lot of significant damage around. I would like you to make an insight and probably security.
Insight security. Okay, and would perception work as a focusy?
Oh, absolutely it will.
Alrighty. So, 2 successes. Oh well.
Okay, yep, 2 successes, more than enough. It is dark. You've been flashing around your flashlight. That's the reason I needed the roll. You spot at least 3 of those designs on different bulkheads in engineering. And one of which is on the dilithium chamber. And it's like kind of a big one, so it kind of spreads to the sides of the core. It's about 1 meter across, because we're in Star Trek. Otherwise, it would be a yard.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's one on the ceiling, too. Yeah, when you looked up, there's one on the ceiling now.
Got more of
So,
these spider
there's
web
4.
things. I'm also looking in the direction of ye old starboard nacelle. Is there something over there?
One of the web things is on the starboard nacelle, or is it? There's the bulkhead. Well, there's the bulkhead. Because it's like the conduit just kind of goes off that way.
Right.
Yeah. There's at least one of them on that bulkhead. There's one on the ceiling. There's a couple more on the aft deck, the aft wall, and
Okay.
also one on the floor.
Have I ever in my xenobiological studies read about anything like this? Can I make some kind of this looks sort of like Tholian or something?
I want to have you hobble in, and the only thing you can do is look at the one on the floor.
Yeah. I'm going to do exactly that. I'll come in and I'll look at the one on the floor, and then I'll make a member me roll, a memberberry roll.
Remember
What I
Barry roll?
read.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Does anybody else want to do things while he slowly makes it over? Bajor, do you carry the absolutely completely collapsible crutch that all Starfleet medical people carry?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Okay. I like it. It's going to be like a cane from you know what I mean. It's like the
I guess
magic
collapse
cane.
with both staffs. Yeah.
Yep. It's collapsible staff. So you've been handed one. She will want it back at the end of the mission. So you've got something to stabilize you. So now you in a stick.
All right.
So if you want to look at it, what does everyone else want to do while Melkor is staring at it through pained eyes?
Um,
Oh,
I presume none of the consoles have any real power.
No, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, they're not energized right now, but yeah, you're in a spot where they could. This is where you could do things. You could also, I think you can run the ship from engineering, if I recall correctly. This would be a place you could probably tap into auxiliary computer cores if they're still functional, if they weren't damaged or destroyed. So you could you could pull up logs and things if you could get them running. So this is the good spot to do that from.
Okay. I'm going to help Jim get stuff restarted. If that's what he's planning to do, I will help him.
That is what I'm planning to do. Obviously, the warp engine is out.
The matter antimatter reactor is down. Yes, the warp core is
down. What is it? The heavy hydrogen, deuterium generators or whatever that run the impulse engines.
They tap that shit.
They tap.
You're gonna leave that around. They're gonna siphon. Starfleet's gonna siphon the gas out. Look, we may be in a post scarcity for everything but deuterium, apparently.
And I will presume that even though there's a web thing on the dilithium chamber, that might be empty.
Protocol would be, when a ship's decommissioned, they kind of scavenge everything, especially things that could make it go boom or be valuable. So yeah, you don't know it, but you can pop it open and look, but it should be empty.
Yeah, we should probably check that.
Okay, well you can go and poke at it and pull it out.
All right.
If you want to check for traps or anything.
We need one of those Wesley globes that can power a whole ship.
Oh God. Yep, you pop it open. It pulls hard. But yeah, there's nothing in the articulator frame. There's no crystals. It doesn't look like the frame is damaged or anything. It looks like the crystals were removed like Starfleet standard.
Okay.
So it was scavenged, and the warp core seems to be remarkably, undestroyed, I guess would be the phrase I would use. But yeah, the core kept going. It looked like other things on the ship fell apart to force its retirement. So I don't know. And you're damn determined not to break the party up. All right, fine. So you're all gonna literally stand around for an hour while two guys fuck around. Is this what I'm hearing?
Well,
do you want to go to a medical base, see if there's anything else? Maybe they have something for your leg or back.
Yeah, actually, Mel, you guys could take
Yeah.
like one of the people. I forget what the three of them did. What your four dudes did. But yeah, you could grab one of them. that wasn't, structural.
So if A was Arnold and he was the strong one, let's take C because maybe he's chiropractic.
Okay.
Yes.
One of
Yes.
his books is chiropractic. I like that.
So
Yeah.
Chiron.
that's like he's an amateur chiropractor on the side, even though he's in engineering. He always wanted to be in the medical team. He's like the other guy who always changed his shirt.
Oh God. All right, we're gonna do that. So you guys are gonna make your way toward sick bay, going, working through things. You're gonna have to take a couple of circuitous routes to get there. Go up. Oh shit.
Oh, I
Sorry.
hope I don't have to climb a ladder.
Oh, you may have to climb a ladder.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just realized. Oh shit. For everybody else, this is not a problem. I don't know what they want to do with you. I mean, they can try and pull you up, so you don't have to use your legs.
I can.
Don't
It's
don't
too
have
bad I'm not.
anti-grav-
It's too bad I don't have that true grit like
Yeah.
Atticus had in Age.
What was it you were suggesting?
Don't
Steve?
they have anti-grav sleds?
It should be
Yeah,
in the
there's some
cargo
there.
bay.
There was one in the
Should be.
cargo bay. It doesn't go up a ladder though. That's the thing. What were you thinking?
Well, I don't know.
I like the idea of shoving them around in like a shopping cart.
Yeah.
Give him a beep chair.
I mean,
Yeah, we
unless
just
we
need a
want to
bike chair.
prioritize getting turbo lifts running.
You can look at the. I mean, you'll see a little bit of a schematic about. There's more. It's easier to say what's working on the ship than what's not working. A lot of the turbo lift system is compromised just because the structure of the ship was old.
All right.
So you have kind of spotty service. You couldn't make it much more than a deck. A deck might be enough, and I don't know if somebody wants to jury rig it. Now, climbing the stairs isn't impossible. It's just going to be painful.
Right.
Just to let you know. I mean, you can grab a rope and try not to just put it around his neck. I think they discourage that in medical. But you
Yeah.
can put it under his arms and haul him up. I mean, you can get you up a ladder if you need to. Is that okay? Do you want to try that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll try my best to help. Like I'll
Okay.
pull with my arms and not use my legs, sort of thing.
Yep. So you're going to try and pull up. Zara, I want you to assist, I guess, where you can say
Okay.
lift with your legs.
Yeah,
Don't
give him
lift
a
with your legs.
Piggyback ride up the ladder,
That's true. You should have brought Arnold.
like
Yeah.
a baby Yoda or
Baby
regular
Yoda.
Yoda.
So, yeah, what I need is, yeah, because it does need grit, really. I'm almost
How
gonna go
about
with
how
command.
about fitness and medicine? Like my fitness because I'm using my body, but medicine because I know enough about my anatomy and try and not make it
what not
worse.
to do?
And,
Yeah,
and there's
I-
a good place to secure the rope.
Yeah.
Yep. Your neck,
All right.
not your neck.
Here we go.
So that's going to be like a difficulty level 2. Now, the complication range on this is 19 or 20.
Okay.
It is one more level difficult for you, which is 3 difficulty. Azara, if he succeeds, you can assist with a medicine and any other stat you feel would be helpful.
Okay.
So
It
I
could
have-
be you yelling at him, or you can physically help. Either one, you just pick the stat. Sorry, Cam, what?
I was going to say, so if I roll 2 dice and she assists, we could potentially get 3 that way for
Yeah,
3
easily.
successes.
Yep.
All right. So I don't want to spend our momentum. We're getting kind of low. So
You can give me threat.
Really want to do that though.
all right. Yeah, I'll give you 2 threats so I can buy a die. I think it's 2.
Oh,
right?
it's only one. It's only one die for one die for one
Okay.
threat is 1 die. 2 dice is 3 threat.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'll just buy 1 die.
Ah, damn it. All right.
Ooh, lordly! I got 2 successes and a 17, so my failure was not in the complication range. Thank goodness.
All right. All
All
right,
right, so
let's throw whatever it is what are you doing to assist in
gotta
terms of
get
like
that assist.
I'm thinking about doing medicine and control. Because
okay.
I'm like trying to maintain the situation, like
Yep.
manage. So
I mean, you could actually, because it's like dexterity, you could actually like be like guiding. You could physically be guiding him. You could
mhm.
even I would go with even your psychic whammy if you wanted to kind of
Yeah.
stabilize his pain a little.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Wonderful.
it's delicate work. You just can't like dump on him.
Mhm.
Okay.
Am I rolling
Yep.
one or two die?
You're rolling only one die, so make it a good
Okay.
one. Any focuses you have, uh, just pick out a focus. Like it's probably either field medicine. Field medicine would absolutely be totally useful.
That's yeah. What I'm thinking is field medicine,
Okay. All right.
which I got a
Dragonbone.
success.
Sweet. All right. Ragathor. Yeah, we just made the whole thing out of crossing a chasm. Okay. The one thing I promised never to do. Um, you go up the long ladder. You're, amazingly, you're right at sick bay. Sick bay's doors are sealed. Um, what would you like? I mean, the door's sealed. There's a point like atmosphere on the other side. What would you like to do?
Can I scan on the other side of the door before I open it?
Sure. There's an atmosphere. Um, it is powered down sick bay. So you're picking up biobeds. You're not picking up any real medical supplies. Beyond maybe there's some hypos. There's probably some emergency kits still in the boxes. But yes, they're in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door.
Okay. This door opens. It is not stuck. You can just kind of walk in. There is no EMH, thank God. We couldn't afford to buy Picardo at this point. So you go in and it's kind of, the smell inside. Well, it's carbon and it's different kinds of carbon and they've all been burned. Just leaving it at that. It's a very distinct odor, and you've smelled it before in previous times you've been involved in starship combat in sick bay. So yeah, you got some injuries there. Okay. The lights are on low, but you look and see that there is the redundant power system there. So if you want to, you can just activate it, kind of bring sickbay actually up to full power if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to start activating everything, see if I can get him taken care of. So I have
Okay.
advanced medical technology, so maybe seeing if I can get one of the beds up and running.
Okay. Well, the I will say that the emergency power is like a 0 level roll, so you can bring you flip the switch, everything starts flickering and booting up. I don't think you have to worry necessarily. Well, you can just check over the bed, but the bed seems to be okay.
Cool.
There's like 4 or 5 bio beds. At least a couple of them are still working,
Mhm.
and they haven't been scavenged or damaged yet. They haven't been
Yeah.
because basically there's like one that's missing because it's like they go into these ships and they just take the 1 or 2 things they got on order for and then go back and get other stuff. But yeah, there's definitely a functioning biobed. You can just throw Regothor on there.
Oh,
It is not as super cool as the Galaxy class stuff. If you needed to know that. Did you want to like just put him on the bed and start like a dermal regenerator or something on him?
Yeah, I want to scan first just to see the extent of the injuries and then let the biobed kind
Okay.
of do its thing.
Okay. Diagnostic is just like a one point roll of probably either insight and medicine or reason and medicine.
Let's go with insight. And it doesn't.
Yep.
Yeah. Wait, am I rolling 1 or 2 for this one? 2, right?
Choose for this one. Yep.
Okay. I'm figuring out the dice slowly.
It's okay. We flip around on the rules a lot, so
I'm so sorry. I did not get any successes.
come on. I want to hear the 20.
Nope, 19 and 15.
Yikes.
Okay.
The
Well,
you
online
don't
dice
know-
hate me. I need to like
you-
run to my bedroom really fast and get my actual hand dice.
Well,
at some point,
yeah,
'cause-
I'm going to go with Ephrosion physiology is a bitch. All I'm going to say is this is something you're going to have to bone up on because his
Maybe.
bones suck.
Maybe you just have to hold your two hands together and strike me repeatedly from one cheek to the other.
Oh God.
That's how
Um,
Vulcan physiology works. And luckily, Dr.
Yeah.
Mabenga knew that.
Yes. I like the current Dr. Mabenga would just like snap someone's fucking head off.
Right.
Or stab them. But no, but he's on the biobed. I figure you don't have to diagnose it. You just press. You kind of know what
You can
the
have some.
problem is. Hits his back, and if you want to,
You
you
can
can
eat it.
attempt to just. Oh, sorry. You
Oh,
can
sorry, I
attempt.
thought I was
Oh,
muted.
it's okay. Oh, that's okay. You set? You back with us?
Mhm.
Okay. You've you can slap him back on the bed and just hit. It's probably the back and just kind of guess at it and give it a shot. The
I'm gonna-
diagnosis just makes treatment easier.
Yeah, I'm gonna at this point assume it's lower lumbar and have it try to heal in that general area and then
Okay.
work its way up and hopefully it doesn't damage anything along the way.
Okay. What this is going to be is it's going to be a level 3 saving throw. It's going to require 3 successes from you. You'll have 2. Basically, you can make 1 attempt to heal him every 5 minutes. You'll make a saving throw. So
Okay.
that basically you build up, you're just going to do an extended task to fix his spine. And that's if you don't trust the biobed. If you want to let the biobed just do it, it's going to take a couple hours, but you can kind of goose it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna trust it just because I don't want him to be there. I don't want to
Okay.
be stuck here for too long before that storm comes in.
Oh, well, actually, believe it or not, the storm's in. So you're now, you're in the mansion. There's a storm raging outside, and the bridge has been washed out. That's the situation we're in. But yeah, the storm won't hopefully disrupt any systems. That's probably what you were saying. I apologize.
I did
yeah,
pack
so-
Scooby snacks in our ship, though, our shuttle. So there
Yes,
are Scooby
they're in the
snacks
shuttle.
in there if we need
There's a
those.
flower on the side. All right, so
beautiful.
your first, let's just make your first roll, and this is going to be a control in medicine. No negotiation.
I'm just trying to find the button. Are you kidding?
It's
No
20, isn't it?
successes. No, it's 15.
20, come on. All right, no successes. Well, it's 5 minutes. I mean, 5 minutes went through. This is a lot tougher than you thought. So it's going to take a little while. You weren't going to get it in the first 5 minutes. While you're waiting, you can ask for the log playback if you
Okay.
want it. What kind of thing are you looking for in the medical officer's log?
I want to see what the last like 2 or 3 patients were. I want to see if there are any similarities between them, if there are any abnormalities.
All right, just a second. You can tell I completely prepared for this. Yes, piece of shit. All right, sorry, I'm going to be swearing at the thing I bought. There was a, it looked like a patient. These are the last 3 patients registered. That isn't all the patients, but this is the last 3. Crewman number 1 was in ops. Of course he was. He had acute chronoton burns and neurological damage. He is stable, but will have long-term treatments needed, so he's gone to the farm. He was also, disoriented, a few other things, if you want more, just scanning it. The helm officer suffered concussion and cortical trauma, which is their head smashed into the whatever it is, the helm console. And he was significantly injured by an DPS conduit. Mostly he's gonna be okay, and he's still at Starbase 17 for treatment as far as they know. That's as far as the log goes. And then the chief engineer was essentially dealing with minor plasma burns, but had severe psychological trauma. And she said because of transient timeline exposure.
I'm going to look into that chief engineer a little bit more, see if there's anything I can unlock about the psychological trauma specifically. Mostly for my own curiosity, but also because it sticks out.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have you starting to dig into what temporal psychotic temporal trauma. But first, I'm going to go over to the people who have been patiently waiting to repair the ship and get other logs. So I figure it's been about 30 minutes, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make some die rolls. I forget what I told you to
Got
do. Let's roll them up. I think that you can actually have the other engineers assist as well. The other NPCs can probably generate a single die. So Cameron and Destiny, I each need you to roll a single die. If there's a success by Lemuel, you guys are going to roll against 14. All right. Lemuel, you've got, I think it's engineering and I think it's probably reason or insight. How do you want to fix this ship?
I'm gonna
You're trying to
feel
pull
it out.
power in, right? Okay, you're going to try
Yeah.
to pull power. Now there's good batteries. They haven't been drained or anything. This is on ultra low mode, so you do have like 5 days of battery. There's no deuterium for a reactor, but the battery power is plenty. You're not trying to maintain orbit or any shit like that.
Right. Yeah. All right.
So I don't know how you maintain orbit with a battery, but who knew Tesla made starships?
Oh,
Well, ones that made it into space anyway.
it's science fiction. We don't have to know that.
Yep. So
I got one success.
okay, that's enough to let the whole gang get in there.
All right. And
All right,
I got a success on my assist die.
Okay, your assist die, so that's 2 successes. Destiny, what have you got for your 14 or lower?
I'm so sorry. I
What'd
got
you get,
20.
I love that the NPC, that's Ensign D for dork.
For dumbass.
Dumbass.
Ensign dumbass.
Ensign dumbass. Just threw a crit.
That 70s trick.
Yeah.
He's an Afrosian, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's actually
Among other things. And
a temporal guy. And a temporal
guy, yeah.
Okay, Nellis, there's a choice that you can make.
Oh, well.
You can attempt an assist, or you can see what Ensign Dumbass is about to do.
I'm gonna try and stop Ensign Dumbass.
Okay, that's a full task instead of an assist. You're giving up your assist just dramatically. I want to give an assist to kind of cancel out the critical. Okay, it's going to be essentially 3 successes, and that's accounting for you need to notice and then you need to get there. And you can notice either his body language is telling you that he's fucking up, and he doesn't, and he knows he's fucking up, or you can do it based on engineering or some other rationale for seeing he's doing something wrong and then either reaching over or intervening.
No, I would think insight and security would cover body language.
Yep. He knows something's going wrong. Oh gosh, we're so far out. All right, guys, I'm sorry. All right, yes. Go ahead and throw the dice. You need 3 successes. You can buy dice if you want. I'm more than
Yeah,
happy to have you
I'll
get your own switch.
yeah, I'll give you 1 threat for that extra
Single
die.
die. You can then spend 2 momentum and get 3 die or get 1 more die,
I could, but
but you're not.
let's roll and pray.
Okay.
I
You
got
can
1
wish anonymous
success out of
again.
the whole thing.
1.
1 success out of the whole thing.
Okay. Explain to me what your failure looks like. And Destiny, why don't you be the ensign who is merely going to like route 300 megajoules of power into the soap dispensers in the galley.
You said it goes in the blue, right? There's 2 blues. You know what? It's this one.
Okay, how does
Yeah,
it go?
no, the blue sounds right. I think you got that. Yeah.
That's it. Didn't even notice there was a problem.
I'm
Oh.
security. What the hell would I know about engineering?
No glorious. I was thinking a glorious attempt to leave or something. No, just that sounds good to me. That was what I was thinking, but no.
One's teal, damn it, one's teal.
Well,
And over the communicator, Rod Gorthar is like, I said cross circuit to be engineer.
Oh God, yeah. The when the panels
In whose
start shorting
alphabet
out,
you have frozen dip?
wrong. As the problem occurs, there's a bunch of shorting out. There's a tremendous power surge throughout most of the panels because you were trying to bring logs back up. The ensign dumped in all kinds of current because apparently you can do that. It tain't easy, but Ensign Row was gonna. I'm going off of Ensign Row doing that, right? You know, like, yeah, I'll hook it up to the mains. I'll hook my speaking spell up to the main. So a tremendous amount of plasma goes through, but one of the other things that happens is there seems to be that surge happens, but it looks like it's a cascade, like there's some kind of a feedback happening in the panel. Do you want to stand around next to it, or would you like to move?
We're gonna jump.
Okay. You know, as you jump away, there's the panel front begins to kind of warp back and forth, and not in the way that material would warp and flex. This appears to be like a space-time mess. And then what looks to be like, they're not crystal exactly, and they're not exactly plasma. It's like kind of liquid glass, and these long legs, or well, look like protrusions, begin like pushing their way through the warping area and begin to spread it. And these look for all the world like, and you open your eyes, and by God, there's eight eyes staring back at you with some mandibles. Whatever it is,
Fucking
it looks
time
like a
spider.
which I do like. That's where I'm going to leave the thing. I'm sorry that you guys. I'm sorry we ran along. I hope you guys forgive me for that. But I do love the idea of it's a time spider. I think you get to name it because you're the first person killed by it. Well, the first person killed by it on camera. How's that?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where we'll leave it. There's a time spider coming through. Folks, I'm going to ask really quick. Should I ask for hopes and fears for next week? Or is this pretty much it?
This is it, yeah. Time
This is
spider.
Time spiders.
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to say thanks, everybody, Architects of Fate, for hanging with us as long as you could. Thanks to the cast. Sorry I went long. Don't be afraid to pump things into the chat if you say, I gotta sleep. And there's a lot of interesting things happening on Architects of Fate. What you can do is you can check out our Discord and see our fantastic set of announcements and our weekly schedule. I believe that we have a Cyberpunk Red this Tuesday, and on Thursday I think we're back to the Vault 151, and then Friday Cookie Trek makes its return with Star Trek Simon, a Star Trek story, where Simon has met with the transdimensional version of Porthos, and he will be going on adventures that Picard was supposed to be going on when Q ended the series, but they never paid it off. So he's going to go on all the adventures Picard never did. Okay, so everybody, you can just say bye to everybody, and I'm gonna
Good night.
wish everybody
Good
good
night.
night.
Right.